Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come on, come in. I've got intel here at what? Don't Get Smoked Central. I have your message or massages. The planetary energies today, darling dears. The Sun in Cancer conjuncts Mercury in Cancer. Cancer's doing it to himself today. Anyway, it's a good day to catch up with family members that you haven't excommunicated, right? Because they're skullduggerous and back front neck tabbing snakes, straight out of slithering from the crevice of the devil's balls, right? Much needed repairs around your domicile. Get into them corners, darling dear. Let the Lord, let God be in every corner of your domicile as you put your hands on it. Yes, baby. There are 3 places a big cat must not be found. 3 places you must not go with your bottom feeding tree sloth with their panani footum in the air like a gang sign, or the what? Merchants of slander, always on the balls of their feet to bring you this and that, and when they finish doing that, they're bringing all of your intimate secrets to other bottom feeders, villagers, right? Because they want to be in charge of the idiots. Let them be where they are. The 3 places you mustn't go for bottom feeding tree sloth is round in circles, yeah, back and forth, and out of your way. Fist bump. Let's call in, oh gosh, my gown is trapping me. Let's call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way shows and spiritual guides. As above, so below. From Keitha to Malkuth. Namaste. Energies, big cat. Up, up, up. Let's see what's going on in these tarot streets. Let me quickly run down the comments. Right? Oracle 7100 Wagwan. Big cat wave. CB. Glad you could pop in. Pinky's up. We've got Queen of what? Crosstown. Wagwan Queen. New face in this place. We've got Diamond Oracle. Fist bump. And we've got Little P. Lil P got all the Pentacala's blood, brah, or sistrine. Didn't tell anyone. Remember, big cat, the only people or person, well, they said there were people and persons. We haven't done the scratch and sniff test because we don't want to be killed stone stiff dead, right? The only ones criticizing you, darling dear, are those that are watching your crack as you disappear over the horizon of your infinite possibilities. Remember I told you that? Fist bump. No one doing better than you is going to be what? Criticizing your work, your efforts, or anything you've got going on. It's always a bottom feeder from the crevice of the devil's balls, right? That's going to be pointing their what dirty finger at you. Well, let them point, darling dear. That finger will soon point back on themselves. Run tell that. Right. Let's get the planetary energies. I'm loving my Mermaid Oracle cards at the moment. So we're going to go with that. But then again, who gonna check me, boo? Ha ha! Yeah. Let's get the energies up today. What energies does the big cat need to know? Ita McCarthy, glad you could pop in. Big cat wave. What's the energies out there for the big cat today as they clean up their domiciles and what decide to be what magnanimous hosts and invite family members that they haven't excommunicated across their doorstep? Acceptance, darling dear. Acceptance is key. Accepting thyself. You are the baddest cat in your field, darling dear. And don't let no one tell you any different. Why? They've got the what? Dummy bat mind. They're dummy bats. And they wants to be you, darling dear. And they've got to accept what they brought on themselves. What's that? Judgment, darling dear. When you fumble and lose a big cat, whether it's a family, a lover, even a working environment, they'll always be at the back, darling dear. Watching your crack disappear over the horizons as you what? Canter right towards your infinite possibilities in what North Node styly. Pinkies up. They better accept it. Shut up. Yes, baby. We are leading with a strong Mariah Carey. I don't know those people. And if they dare what? Bring out your name, you will bring what? Habeas corpus on them, blood. Habeas corpus. We get Latin in this bitch. Especially when you're what? Winning cum laude with honors. While you're winning, they're sinning, darling dear. What's the next energy? Do you believe in magic, big cat? Do you? Well, guess what? It's all up and over you, darling dear. Divine is about to give you what? A peccadillo. As you what? Celebrated the Capricorn full moon, darling dear. As you realize that Saturn was coming through with the rules and regulations. Notice, this is the Hermit, as found on what? The Hermit card in Tarot. I told you, when they ate us, we nined them, darling dear. We nined them. This is about what? Separating yourself for self-examination and self-improvement. You're about to be given a gift, darling dear. And they're going to think it's magic. No, babe. And it's not luck either. You worked your tail off. That lovely tail. Because you're a big cat. While you were struggling in the darkness, trying to harness your knowledges, right? Trying to get out of the DNS, darling dear. They was what? Trying to pour more what? Sand on what you had going on, but I didn't realize that you would what? Mix that sand, make it into concrete, and be the what? Cornerstone of everything, blood. Everything! Their mouths are shut and their eyes are open as Sputnik continues to launch their hillbilly investigations. You can't stop them from looking, darling dear, but you can certainly suck it to them, Scotty. What's this? Because you know who you are. Once you wrap yourself around your North Node, darling dear, you understand your life purpose on this Malkuth. And you are winning. Every day you take a step further into your greatness. And all that tried to diss you as you did the what? Matthew 10:14. Dusted off your sandals and headed out. Now they're aware. And have to accept that what shit pie that they tried to put in your life. Base of the deck. Hope, darling dear. Hope. They got the hopium, darling dear. Right? Somebody's crying into their fist. Yes, baby. All of their what? Sunshine days are turned to what? Grey clouds, darling dear. Raining what? Hellfire and powder house on them. As judgment was called. When you what? Forgave them, darling. You gave it to God. Your bestie on this Malkuth. Yes, baby. Let's get a rune and see what else is going on. Magic, darling dear, magic. Look at this person, this elder person, this wise person, this hermit, wrapped in the robe of what? Wisdom, right? Truth and luxuries that are being afforded to you, darling dear. Magic is true magic. Why? It's gifted to you from the Most High, Father, God, Mother Isis, as they were burning candles, writing your name on parchment papers. They should have put their own name there. Why? Touch not the anointed, lest thou be touched. It's not we are under what? Spiritual attack. It is spiritual warfare. But when you give it to the Most High, Psalms 91:1. Every knee shall bow, and their heads, right, are being humbled. Why? Because you're being you, big cat. Big, fabulous, gorgeous you. I tell you many times. You pea glitter, you shit cupcakes, and your fart rainbows, blood. Fist bump. Got a duo in the Palo Santo, blazing it up one time in the name of the Most High. Going into all the corners with my California white sage today, darling dear. Right, when you cast runes, you read them from right to left. Your first rune, darling dear. I've got to laugh. Why? Because it's the Empress, Bacana. Baby, you've got what it takes. You are what? Nurturing, abundant, darling dear. And all that's lost your energy is doing what? Crying into their fist. Luke 22:62. They regret it. Let the bad juju stay with them. Yeah. Bacana, lean in, big cat. Lean in. It's represented by the letter B for what? A bottom feeder. That was up to what? Point A and point B, guys. Point A and point B. Until they couldn't do it to you anymore, darling dear. They must accept what? Their ship pie that they made for themselves. And it doesn't matter if what? Your partner, whom you thought was meant to be your partner, is with another bottom feeder. It doesn't matter where their body is. It's where their mind wants to be. Fist bump. Hey, hey. Bacana, represented by the numbers 12, 13, 14, and 15. It also speaks about some of our empresses are pregnant and about to give birth today. Namaste. Remember, he, ha, ha, ha. And only push when the midwife says. I did that with my first progeny, Karma Moore. She came out at what? £5.12, the smallest baby I ever had. When the I'll never forget her name, Nurse Witherspoon. It was a Jamaican lady. When she told me for push, I weren't listening because it hurt, right? So then the baby said, right, I'm coming out by itself. Tore up the whole of my shiznai. Didn't even get a chance to get an episiostomy, right? Yes, baby. Didn't have time to get the medications or nothing. Nothing. Kenya came when she wanted to be. And what? Her father gave the name of Kenya. Why? Because it means freedom, darling dear. As I'm gifting it to you. You are free to co-create in the name of Father God Most High. You can have anything you want on this Malkuth, but you must have faith the size of a mustard seed, darling dear. And faith without works is dead. Never you forget I told you that, darling dear. James 2:14. You've got to put your back in it, darling dear. Get above the what? Fucking knees, blood. The mind altering, right? Fagans to the truth of who you truly are. If you are a mother, or you do have progeny, darling dear, or you are a mother to other children, or you mother and minister to others, remember, not everybody deserves your true magic, your true energy, darling dear. You must fall back. Take your energies back. Why? They will take your hairline, blood. You'll be walking with a reverse friar tug, barking at passing cars, dressing up like Quasimodo's bestie, if you don't guard them energies. The Empress, darling dear, is represented by Earth, Water, and Venus energy, darling dears. Knowing your worth and adding tax as you continue to grow in abundance. And abundance comes in many forms. And as you realize how great you are, darling dears, many will be drawn to your light. But it is what it is. You have to use your discernment and your intuition. Because I told you, we are getting our boosie badass on in this season. Eyes on everyone. I don't care who it is. Eyes on everyone. They must be interviewed. Some come to what? Plunder, pillage, and loot, blood, just because they can't be you. Oh, baby, guess what? We've got what? Hagalaz. This is what? The Tower in the reverse, darling dear. Someone's going through loss, sickness, hardship, and pain. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Nothing to do with the big cat. Been minding your own business. Represented by the letter H. Right, for hawky sticks at dawn. And what? Not having it, blood. Because you're not having it. Represented by the number 64, 65, 66, and 67. If it's their age, darling dear, or the year they was born, they are old enough to know better. Someone who didn't realize that you was royal and trying to minister onto them. They tried to bring the tower moment in your life, but Hagalaz is in the reverse. Return to sender. Touch not the anointed, lest thou be touched. Oh well, they're what? Lot's wife in this season. Genesis 19:20. Which is right up there with what? Revelations 2:20. Yes, baby. Jezebel spirit. The tower on its face, darling. They're going through this and that. It also speaks about what? Seeing you from a different perspective. Possibly the perspective that's outside your perimeter, darling. There, you backed off bitches and mitches. Yes, it was lonely for a time, but you was lonelier with them. Yes, all of this and that, darling. There, Cara Mustika, Wagwan, my friend. Glad you could pop in. Fist bump. Yes, darling dear. As I was saying before I interrupted myself, yet again, they are refusing to change, darling dear. And they're sitting down awaiting more disasters to come to their domicile. That's their business, blood. Why? Because they're calling it in. They are confused, right? They are wicked, and they're missing. I didn't mean a police inquiry, darling, because you didn't do nothing to them except what? Turn your shapely back. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. You got your Mariah Carey on. Who? I don't know this person. What? My babies, my progeny was immaculate conception. Tell me nothing else, otherwise you will be excommunicated. Fist bump. Right, let's dive in, darling dears. I'm going to get my original tarot deck. Yeah, because why? You are drama free. Single as fuck in some cases. Why? You had to what? Cut the soul ties. You had to learn to walk alone. Just like Jesus did when he went into the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. Where all the evil spirits were attacking him. The same way they're attacking you, big cat. But touch not the anointed. Why? This is your ancestral team. Your higher self. Call it in at any time. Why? Because you know your worth and you've added tax, darling dear. Because you remember that Fendi, Louis, Prada, Gucci, all those high-end luxury items never go on sale. And neither must you, darling dear. Know your worth and add tax. This and that, darling dears. This and that. Let's see what these bottom feeders are up to. Shall we? Let's do it. Yes, baby, just had to get my hips rolling, get all of my body energized for the read to see what's going on. Yeah, drama-free, darling dear. Making nothing but what? Steady progress. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. Yeah, because all of the weapons they formed hasn't prospered. Isaiah 54:17. You turned your pain into what? Pentacale. And your hurt into hustle. Tell them no, don't tell them anything, darling dear. Let them watch. Because all you give them is what? Love and light. That's what? Communicative dance. Because you've got the magic touch, darling dear. You've got the Midas touch. Once you know your worth and then find your what, Chiron, to learn how to heal thyself, then you get your what? Your North Node on. And then you go and find your Skrillers in your 2nd, your 6th, and your 10th house. What did I say? Straight from the 9 of Pentacles up to the Queen of Pentacles. Someone or someone's now see you as the one. They now see that the what? Because the Queen of Pentacles comes through with what? Solid and sound advice, darling dear. They now see you as a good advisor from the nosebleed section. Where's that 911 Freddy Krueger mud hut? 2 streets over from the loser lane in the district of the damned. Yeah, and they're about to go on a field trip on the spiritual short bus. Past the sign that says you can't F off past this point. Tell them nothing, big cat. I told you. Communicative dance. The Queen of Peas is what? Somebody who's loyal, darling dear. The Queen of Peas also what? Takes care of their progeny, right? They don't beat them up, no. They take the time to sit down and speak to them and minister to their soul. As do I, as do you, my dear big cats. You know that what? Fisting up your progeny is a sin and it will be a curse on you, especially when you what? Put your hands on your progeny in anger. And when you're angry at someone else, listen, you're going straight to the crevice of the devil's balls. If you can't speak to your progeny, there's something wrong with you, blood. Something wrong with you. You got to beat them into what? Listen, let me shut up. Shut up, case. All right. The Queen of Pentacles. This is also about you what? Looking at what? Your future wife or husband coming towards you, darling dear. You must wait. Wait on God's time, if that is what you truly want. It also speaks about what? Drawing in a true community. People that want to what? Dance to the beat of your music, darling dear, as magic is being perpetrated in your existence, darling dears. Now they see how honest and loyal you are. Now they see that you are a pilgrim, right, of peace and Pentacles. Now they see all of this and that. It also speaks about what? They've got deep lasting feelings as you continue to take your leap of faith into what? Lucrative passive income. This and that, darling dears. Baby. Why? Because you healed. Major Arcana, star card. It also speaks about a miracle coming towards you. These stars in the background, darling dear, represent your chakra. Yes, baby. But the biggest star of all, darling dear, is you. You need to understand you. You don't need to what? Study anyone else. You know what bottom feeders do? They bottom feed. Right? These tree sloth with algae in their fur wanted to confuse you by bringing in what? Multiple Jezebel spirits in the form of soul ties, darling dear. You bossed up on them bitches and mitches. You poured away what subconsciously no longer serves you. Star card, Aquarius energy. What's Aquarius? It's the 11th house. It also what? Governs friends, darling dear. Friends. Some of you are going to be going to new friendship groups. Aquarius also speaks about technology. This is something online, darling dear. And some of you will be hearing about stepchildren today, darling dear. Stepchildren. Possibly what? Embodiments on this Malkuth of what? Chucky, blood. Chucky. Someone's not having a lovely time. But guess what? Big cat, don't get involved. Focus on your own self. Remember, I told you, you are CEO of minding your own business. Matter of fact, you're hiring. Pour away what no longer serves you. It also speaks about a star, darling dear. And as I said, Aquarius energy, some of you may have a platform which you are becoming a star. This is your breakout time, darling dears. Your breakout time. Continue to subconsciously pour away what no longer serves you. Oh, pardon me, that was a spiritual belch, because I speaks the truth. Pinkies up. The star card also tells you to what? Keep your thoughts positive and high, darling dear. Positive and high. Because what? You have a lot of people that care about what you say. You lead people in the way that they should what? Achieve spiritual growth. Even if it's from the nosebleed section. Whether they want to take your lead or try to critique you when they've got what? Hellfire and power of the house going on. Because this is bombs over Baghdad. When you see the tower card in reverse, mate, they're on the rinse and repeat of the what? Ghetto Groundhog Day, darling dear. That's their business. It's their business. I just come with the messages. Clarify the star card, please. They need to accept it and shut up. Now I'm getting my Tourette's on. What's this? Somebody who would love to come through, darling dear. A cheating chitara, a back front neck tabbing snake when you grabbed all them swords away and had the what foresight to cut the soul tie, darling dears. Yes, baby. 7 of swords on its face. They're thinking clearly now, but they must accept that you've poured away all the energies that you've got connected to them, darling dear. And that you've what? Left them with their ghetto Groundhog Day of what? Bad things, darling dear. The karmas, the judgments they call down on themselves. The 7 of Swords also speaks about you no longer allowing what? Sabotaging thoughts, right? To permeate your cranium. Why? Because when they come up, right, you know to what? Go to the mirror, tell yourself something positive, speak about the gratitude that you have in your life, and return it to sender, darling dear. Not necessarily in that order. Order in the back. Are you getting rowdy in the back? You have to remember, the ones, these cheaters and liars and back front neck tabbers, they get no S, darling dear. They gave you pissant phobia and misophonia. What's that? Trust no one. And the misophonia you can't bear to see them eating or breathing. That's why the big cat had to be minus. This is why you must take your focus and your thoughts off of them. Because anytime you think of them, darling dear, you are what? Circumventing the judgment that's meant to be at their house. The mud hut, I told you. Mind your own business, darling dear. Say cancelled. When it comes up in your mind, keep saying it until you get it into your subconscious. They can't come back, darling dear. Look at them watching you. As you what? Rise up above them as the Big Cat Chronicles continues. This and that, darling dear. This and that. Clarify the Seven of Swords on its face. What did I say? Because you know your worth. Even when your voice is shaking, darling dears, always stand up for yourself. Why? Because as you continue with this slow but steady progress, right? This is 9 of Pentacles, go straight to a 10. This is generational wealth. True loyalty will find you, but you do not, I repeat, do not need to seek it. Who is for you is for you. Remember I told you that. 9 of Peas in the upright, darling dears. Lean in, Big Cat. This is about you what? Staying away from drama today, darling dear. It'll be hairline taking stuff, and you'll end up doing the 3 things that I told you you must avoid with bottom feeding tree sloth. Going round in circles, going back and forth, right, and out of your way. You ain't got time for that. Too busy getting great, darling dear. You're making progress in your mental health, which is your wealth. You're making progress in your bank account, darling dear. Your foundation is stable, and you're making healthier choices with the food and where you put your energies, darling dear. Your energy is very important. You are the light. And what? They're always attracted to the light, even the moths that come out at night time. But you saw me F them up, right? I don't play, mate. If they attack me, that's it, mate. You see, me and the moth. Base of the deck, darling dear. Love don't live here anymore. You making what? Right choices, darling dear. You made a choice. What was that choice? To choose you over everything in every situation. Choose you, your focus on your mental health, right? And continue to make healthier choices. What you put into your body, the things that you listen, the type of music that you listen to. Baby! This partnership, if it was a partnership that you've let go, darling dear, it was the right choice for you, darling dear. 2 was in the bed and 1 was taken. They aren't meant to go where you're going. They're meant to watch from the nosebleed section. This is why Divine hid your true gifts while you was in their presence, as they beat you down with verbal, mental, physical, and emotional abuse. Financially abused you, darling dear. And wherever they are in an entanglement with a Jezebel spirit. Well, they made that choice. That's their business, blood. When you make your bed at night, you must get up, what? From that same bed of drudgery and iniquity in the morning. Nothing to do with you, darling dear. You're minding your own business, focused on your multiple streams of income. What's the matter with them? Bottom feeders. Baby. Yes, isn't that, Big Cat? Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. What did I just say? Divine has gifted you with a new chapter, darling dear. And they're watching you on the World Wide Web. These what? Mouth breathers. Yeah, with the children of the corn eye. As you turned your shapely back, darling dear. A new beginning for you. And this is also another sign for you to get your information. Something that you built with your own hands, darling dear. Whatever it is, get it on the World Wide Web. We are in the age of Aquarius. Sometimes you have to realize your skills, your certain je ne sais quoi, right? You are what? You are a fish in a pond. You need to get on the World Wide Web. It's the ocean, darling dear. Get your skills out there, right? Don't be the richest person in the graveyard. Go into your grave with all of your gifts. Who are you going to tell it to? God? God will slide the book of your Akashic records and say, this is the person you was meant to be. But you chose to be what? Tied up with someone, or someone's like this. Baby, pay attention to the cards. Yeah, new beginning for you. The World card, represented by, again, Earth and Saturn energy. I'll tell you about that Saturn energy, you know, coming through the rewards. But someone is getting the rules and the regulations, darling dear, with the choices that they made. And it's what? An entanglement, darling dear, with a tree sloth in there, with their panani or futum in the air like a gang sign. Well, guess what? They chose the Jezebel spirit. Now they can't even get them off. This person needs to see a psychiatrist and an exorcist to get away from this Queen of Cups in reverse, somebody who's bitter and jealous, loyal to no one but themselves, darling dear. Go on the lovers where you need to be. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Good God, this is someone jealous, self-serving. Guess what, big cat? They bucked up on someone who is more self-serving than them. And look again, you see their panania futum in the air like a tree sloth. Right? Like a gang sign. Yes, I told you, Jezebel's spirits are afoot, but not around the big cat. How now, brown cow? Touch not the anointed, lest thou get touched. And if they try to come at you today, darling dear, you don't tongue wrestle. Don't give them the energy. Call your ancestral team. They're waiting for you to call them, darling dears. I told you it's rich white ladies season on Keitha as well as Malkuth. Your ancestors are your security. Pinkies up. They will get rid of the basura. Clarify the star card. Because you washed your face like David. This is also those that come with the passive aggressive, darling dear. This is those that are evil, wicked and jealous. Well, guess what? Divine is showing you that it's returned to sender. Touch not my anointed. You are a star, darling dear. Never you forget that you are great and you have greatness in you. Let the wicked, the envious and the jealous watch, but whatever weapon they try to form as boomerang back on them. This cheating tree sloth that can't come back. And if they come back as a spirit, you've got the Palo Santo for them. Nothing beats a praying cat. P-R-A-Y. Wash your face like David and don't even think about them again. But they ain't forgotten about you, blood. They're watching you with their hillbilly investigations on the World Wide Web. Or they put the flying monkeys that's coming back to them with all of your this and that. Nothing like what? Having their own family members. What? Was it? Run down your achievements, darling dear. Yes, they're being laughed at even as we speak, darling dear. Their family's laughing at them. The same family that tried to go against you. Imagine that. What about this cheater that can't come back because you washed your face like David? What about them? Yeah, they know that you are locked down and in control of your everything. This is a new home, a new car, right? A new job, a promotion. Your health is looking good. You're looking good in them streets. You've got that look good naked factor, darling dear. Yes. I'm also hearing somebody's got an OnlyFans. That's your business. I don't judge anyone, darling dear. I'm a pointer, not a picker. How you get to your skrillers.com is your business. Let the T-Rex arms watch from the nosebleed section. I insist. Base of the deck, darling dear. Look what the... Baby, you got 9, right? 10, right? 14 pentacles. That goes to the number of what? Temperance, darling dear. Earth angel you be, right? Being what? Gifted and guided. You'll learn how to moderate and balance out your energies, right? And they want to come through with 1 pentacle. 1 pentacle, you wipe your ass with that, darling dear. You earn pentacles in your sleep. And again, this is what? You breaking the generational curse. You're no longer on that what? Madness hamster wheel of just eat, sleep, entertain, and work. Good God. Oh, hell no. When you are in the light of the Most High, darling dear, you will find something that brings you joy. You'll find that something in your what? Your birth natal chart, darling dear. And everything you do will seem effortless. Law 9 of the 48 laws of power. You win for your actions, not for your words. Who tongue wrestles with a bottom feeder? Leave them with their bottom feeding. With the Jezebel spirits they are now in communion with, and they can't get away because Magica kill out them kwati. They're using dark magic to entrench them where they need to be. Why? Because they beg for it. I'm seeing 111 in the chat, 111. That's manifestation mode. And how many likes? 4 and 5. That goes to a 9. I told you, when they 8 us, we 9 them. Let's bring another deck to run down this roll call. Roll call of wickedness. Base of the deck, darling dear. What did I say about the temperance energy? Don't argue with nobody and don't think about them. Cancel it and give it to your ancestral team. Give it to God. Clarify this world card. What else do you need to know? Bombs over Baghdad. bombs over back. They get in tower moment after tower moment, especially if they've got their slug-like eyes, right? Watching your this and that. They see you single as fuck. Celebrate, darling dear. You're celibate and you are celebrating. Two different decks, darling dear. As you go through that archway of infinite possibilities. Well, guess what? They wanted you in the double wide coffin. And guess who's going to be on the bottom? Looking at their crack for all eternity. When Divine said, touch not my anointed. Because thou is being touched. Touched in their cranium. And any more money around you, I don't know if you can manage it. Yes, you can. Let them go through their tower moment after tower moment. And it also speaks about a sudden change in your finances, darling dear. Some of you are going to find a sudden change in your health. Why? Because they tried to kill you with magic, darling dear. Dark magic. Tried to stop you. We'll return to sender for that. Base of the deck. You listen. Whomever betrayed you, darling dear, they thought you was dead. Yeah? And now they're saying, who? And now they're saying, what? As they hear about you, darling dear. Because your ancestral team, I told you, they go to them at 3 a.m. and go, wake up. Wake up. I've got so much more to show you. Yes. 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 They betrayed you, darling dear. And now they're attracted to what you've got going on. Like what? Bees to honey, darling dear. Well, guess what? They're nothing but bees in a trap. Come through. Nicki Minaj. Push. Clap. Yes, baby. Wash your face like David. Right? Look. The past person can't come back. Look. I can't make it up. They will find that love don't live here anymore. Yes, baby. That goes to 7 of Cups. On its face, they made the wrong choice. And they're bitter with that choice. Spying and lying, darling dear. Watching with their skulldugger slug-like eyes as they IF everything you've got going on. And in their watching, darling dear, it's turned into hating. Yes. When they should be pouring that energy into themselves to get great. No, no, no. They try to tear you down. But guess where they're doing all this tearation? From the crevice of the devil's balls, right? The 9th level of Dante's hell, right? They're watching your this and that. And they're getting mad. So therefore, what? They're telling lies on past situations. Turn their whole self into victim mode. I told you, they are shape-shifting and mean. And they're lying. And spying. Well, spy on, blood. Spy on. Because you've washed your face like David. They can't deny. Do they deny your star quality? Do they deny that you've healed? Do they deny that you are fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely? When everything speaks for itself, I told you. We are doing the what? Law 9 of the 48 laws of power. We don't tongue wrestle. We don't point out our greatness anymore. It'd be what? Like it was fodder on the wind. Until you shut thy mouth and pack thy suitcase and headed out towards your infinite possibilities. Just like that. Posh clap. Spying and lying. Can't come back. Stuck with the wrong choice, blood. That's their business. As you control everything, including your thoughts, darling dear. 7 of the Swords is about you controlling your conscious mind. Control your conscious mind in every situation, my big cat. Go within. All answers lie within. Only 48 likes and 135 in the chat. Come on, big cat. Get me into the algorithm. Spread the word. You are my Obi-Wan Kenobis. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles. Because you come with the truth roof. And it also speaks about spiritual guidance. They can't take the truth, darling dear. They can't stand for it. Will someone get them a chair? Not you, big cat. Let them sit down in all of their skullduggerous ways. Base of the deck. Because when you are the Empress. When you are the Empress, right? From the runes as well as the cards is telling you to know your worth. Abundance lies with thee. They should have watered the grass around you. They should have made it their daily task. But did they? This is why they're going for the dark night of the soul. Had to look over my right shoulder, darling dear. Because it ain't catching me, blood. I told you I'm dexterous. And we are all Ibex cats, darling dear. As you realize that you are prototype of your lineage. Been gifted with all of the skills and tools to bend the matrix and continue to what? Soak it to them, Scotty. What's behind the Empress? Continue to make a right choice. It was a difficult choice, right, between you and them until you chose you, big cat. And that's the truth roof. Pinkies up. Why do they want to come through with the one pentacale? Because karma knows their address, darling dear. What's this? Judgment. This is also an ex that would love to come back like Mac the Knife for one more round drooling with whatever they can get from you. You're this and you're that. What the wicked intended for you, darling dear, they must sit in that seat of skullduggerous ways. Psalms 55:23, and I told you they're lying and spying. Well, they're going down, Bobby Brown. Judgment knows them. As they look at your success, they can barely take it, darling dear. They are either too fat or too skinny, darling dear, as you continue to succeed. And you may have as many as 5 or 6 people, which are the main instigators, darling dear. They're the ones that are choking on every ugly word, every curse, every Google spell they try to use against you as you continue to succeed. Success is your go-to move. Why? Many are called, Big Cat, but only few are chosen. Oh well. Oh, what did I say? Cheating Chitara, the back front neck stabbing, no, not stabbing, tabbing snake would love to come back. If I had pearls, I'd be clutching them bitches with you, darling dear. They would like to take a leap of faith with you, darling dear. Where are they going to take you if you let them back? Look! The 5 of Wands! They will put you back in competition with Jezebel spirits, those that can't even walk a day in your shoes, darling dear. They're just like Cinderella's ugly sister with that dirty foot. This person will argue with you, right? Try and break down the generational wealth that you've acquired. Try and break down your loyalty. And look in the background, all while they're hugging onto what? Delilah. As they break down your loyalty, darling dears. Remember I told you that. This person that would love to sneak back. But God said, touch not my anointed. Justice must prevail. This also speaks about the justice in what? Some kind of legal thing that you're going with. It could be a divorce. It could be something to do with HR, your work. It could also be what? Restraining orders, darling dear. Because they must not touch the anointed. And if you don't know how to defend yourself physically, either you go and do a self-defense class or you go and watch my Don't Get Smoked video where I teach you like Kung Fu, darling dear, so that you can't be kidnapped and taken away so they can do this and that to you, darling dear. This and that. Don't let them back. They only want to come back because you're winning, black. Have you seen all of... Look. You're winning. Leave the one pentacale with them. You're winning, right? You're winning. You're winning, right? Where's the Empress of everything? You're winning, right? Where's the other one? Because you've healed, darling dear. You're winning. And you've got the runes backing you up. This is how you look to them when they look at you, right? With their what? Skullduggerous eyes, trying to come through with a cup of hopium and get fucked, right? They want you to have a big cup of get fucked, right? This is what they see when they look at you. From the nosebleed section, if only they'd known your greatness, they'd still be here trying to bleed you dry. This is why they had to what? Head out, right? And go and sort out their own skullduggerous life. And guess where they are? With a Queen of Cups on the face. Somebody who's self-serving. Someone who hasn't got a Skrilla. If they've got a Skrilla, it's one pentacale, baby. And they're looking for a helpmate. They're a full-on hyacinth bucket. They get no bouquet. Except the bouquet of what? Fire and brimstone, darling dear. As they get the what? Wiki, wiki, wiki. The played remix of the karmas. The judgment. Nothing like seeing your ex-partner or someone that told you love and light, because we remember Law 10 of the 48 Laws of Power. Avoid the unlucky and the unhappy. They will beat you with what? Their own lives, darling dear. Why? Because their self-esteem is on the rocks of life. Their self-esteem is on the rocks of life. And they want you to be with them, but touch not the anointed. Heal thyself, darling dear. Go to God. Sit at God's feet. And there's nothing wrong with walking alone. So what if you don't have any friends? I told you I'm your best friend. Have we ever met in purpose? In purpose. We met on purpose, darling dear. Freudian slip, meant to come out. I tell you every day, Big Cat, I'm your best friend. We've not met in person, but we met on the World Wide Web. And everything I tell you is to make you great, is to make you cry your last tear, in the words of Paul Bishop Morton. Leave them with their judgment, darling. It's nothing to do with you. You pack up your this and that and keep heading out. Don't take them back. Otherwise, you're telling the universe, I want some of the wiki dub plate remix of Judgment. You don't want it, mate. You don't want that kind of smoke, especially after you've been saved from that fucking ease, black. Straight up. Look what's at the top. Jezebel Spirit. Jezebel is my name, and F shit is my game, as they watch you from the nosebleed section. Nothing on the back. Come on, tell us more, because you got a captive audience. Anything else? Right. Let's guess what. Oh, this is trying to come out. You're an alpha female, right? Or male, because you know gender is fluid in tarot. Continue to trust your intuition about these people and use discernment. I don't care how sorry they are. Was they sorry when they was fucking you over, giving it to you without the Vaseline? These things you need to ask. And how many more chances do you give them with your hairline? I told you, your edges, blood. Your edges. Very important. Right? What's this? Because abundance knows your address, darling dear. Abundance on every level. Financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Because you're an alpha female. Or it could be a male, because I told you gender is fluid. What else is going on? Right? They're a pedestrian sperm engineer. Right? You are their karma. Right? You are their karma. You are their karma. You are their karma. Tell them at the back. Right? Where they are, it's a match made in hell. I told you they're in the crevice of the devil's balls. Right? We've got the Virgo energy. Who rules Virgo? The Hermit. When they ate us, we nined them. What else? We've got the Leo energy, darling dear, of the Strength card. Right? Leo is the 5th house. Something going on in the 5th house. What does the 5th house cover? It covers children, darling dear, and your childlike spirit. Divine wants you to what? Adopt a childlike spirit today, darling dear. It also speaks about what? Drama.com. The 5th house speaks about drama. Somebody's going through what? Drama.com. Could be the Jezebel spirit, right? They're a run through and a blown out. These dull-eyed ones. They're full on what? Albatross. And not a nice kind of albatross. They're more like what? Didn't cross this line because you're going to get fucked over. Listen, Jezebel spirit, can I get another chance if they promise to change their ways? Big Cat, I have got to pause. If they promise you that they will never ever ever fuck you over, put you in competition with Jezebel spirits, right? Have bitches and mitches laughing at you and your progeny in the street, or just laughing at you, right? As they blow out their back, darling dears. They're going to promise not to do it again. If you take them back, you're sharing their karma. This person is only truly seeking revenge. Needs to replenish their self-esteem, darling dear. They come with the vampire energy of what? Prakalisha, son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown, right? They come to prey on you, darling dear. But they better find you what? Obstreperous. You're a predator to wickedness. Right? Not taking anybody's vibe, their money, or their time. Be a predator against wickedness. Right? Leave them in that match made in hell. Right? They hate the attention you give to your progeny. How could you hate the attention you give to the progeny? If you weren't paying attention, who else is going to do it, blood? Who? Who? Listen, now I'm getting owl in this bitch. Listen. Now it's got me what? Neighing and snorting like a horse. Good God. I told you they're activating my Tourette's. Bottom feeder. They want what you have, darling dear. When what you have, darling dear, is not on you, it's in you. Who God bless, no man can curse. Never you forget. Isaiah, what's it? 22:48. No rest for the wicked, right? They're an opportunist. They've got the unsatisfied eyes. They're a clout chaser and validated by other people's things and energy. They want to come and validate themselves by you, darling dear. Don't do it. Remember Lot's wife. So what's this? They've got health issues, darling dear. Apart from what? Not getting the proper exorcism they needed. They haven't seen a psychiatrist, and they've got all of the the OCs and the ologies. Listen, there's something wrong with them, right? Not eating healthily. Well, they shouldn't have ate that panani of Fatum that came straight from the Jezebel spirit, right? They shouldn't have ate it. Not everything you must put in your mouth. I'll give you a moment to digest what I just said. What's this? Alcohol is their breakfast. Someone's got a whole prolapse room. They need to put their panani in a sling. Been slanging it around too much. That's their business. Nothing to do with me. An STD whilst pregnant, and they've got addictions, and they've got what? Munchausen by proxy. So they're going to make their progeny sick just to get the attention. Good God. Right? You show them the slightest bit of interest, and they'll be back. Just like Beetlejuice and the Candyman. What else? Right. Somebody even switched your medication to make you sick, darling dear. You thought you was taking the medications from the big pharma companies, right? When it was what? Nothing, darling dear. It was a placebo. They wanted you sick. Why? So that you rely on them. Yes. Remember, big cat. Be wise. Put your third eye on bitches and mitches. And some of them want you to be sick, so they can come cry at your graveside, darling dear, as they sing Shall We Gather by the River, in a falsetto, with no tears on their face. They ain't even got time to wait for the ending of the service. They've got to get to the insurance company to get claim on the money that they've got in your name, darling dear. They're getting all of these insurance spots. Anybody can get it. What's this? They're getting a spiritual kick in the nutsack. Good for them. They've got legal woes, right? Court orders. On Kiefer as well as Markuf. Baby. I'm not even going to clutch my pearls. My what? Figurative pearls, but because you know I haven't got them. Right? I'm not even going to clutch my pearls. It's my main business. I told you I'm the CEO of it. Right? They're being tracked. Prison is on their horizon, right? And lots of them healed their criminal past. This is why they're in court. In Keitha as well as Malhoof. What's this? They're living in their south node. Yeah? A karmic past life, and they're full of dysfunction. If that don't get you reaching for your Palo Santo with a steady hand, I don't know what will. Baby. And all they do is talk about you as you continue to move in silencio. Shut up, pack it in, button it. You don't need no congratulations from a bottom feeder. They will tell you that what you're doing is not right, or you should do it this way or that way, when they haven't got nothing on your level, darling dear, to show the works that they did, except what the fuck are these, blood? The drama filled, right? As I said, stealth mode. Shut up. Easter Island, Stevie Wonder. Is that it? I believe it is, because we're almost at the 60. Let's get one more deck to see what else is going on. I haven't used the wellness deck in a while. Let's get with the wellness deck and see what else is going on, because you know they're up to something. Trying to sneak back. Don't let them in. Don't let them in. Blind your eye and turn your back. And if you can't do that, go to the mirror, big cat. Put me on pause. Look deep into your eye chakras and get the jazz hands and slap the shit out of yourself till blood and spittle flies. Common sense, your flip-flop must prevail. Have the memory of an elephant, just like that elephant in India. What does the wellness deck want you to know? We've got 144 in the chat. The chosen ones have assembled, right? You are no longer addicted to whatever they got to say. And you know it's the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter, darling dear. You'll be brown bread before dawn if you allow them in. And dead doesn't mean you're physical death, darling dear, because when you was around them, you died a little bit more every day as they tried to, what? Extinguish the magic that the universe gave you. Now they must accept the shit pie that they created. These double-minded people, right? James 1:8. They're in spiritual quarantine and they must continue to hit the road, just like Jack. What's this? Not showing their true feelings, right? Hiding their personality, pretending. Good God. They come with what? Deluge and what? Gaslighting? Well, guess what? The Tower. I told you they're going for it, mate. Lightning has found their address, darling dear. With the what? Wiki, wiki, wiki. Doublet remix. My right hand is itching. That means Skrilla.com is afoot for us, darling dear. I'm a Reiki master. Let me share that energy with you. Right. double-minded. You're no longer addicted to them and what they've got to say because you've decided to have a dragonfly big cat kind of a life, right? Being light-hearted, finding out she's naive. Yes, because we are what? Investigative cats. I told you, everything and everyone must be interviewed. Right? What's this? Things are going to come to light, right? You've adapted, you've changed, and you've healed. I kid you not. Let's split the deck. Now they're chasing you, blood. You, like I said, you better call the po-po on them, right? You don't want no one chasing you. I told you, go and watch my Don't Get Smoked video where you will learn like Kung Fu. Let them chase all they want, but don't let them catch you, right? Because they come after what? Your heart, darling. They're to lock you down, right? This is the time for you to what? Welcome true love's first kiss into your life because you're about to meet the one. If that's what you want, you'll be getting together and it's going to be perfect as only a cat can purr. Leave them where they are as you continue to ascend. Not everyone's meant to come with you. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to my teeth. Oh, my hand is really itching me. Skrill as a foot, big cat. Use your cranium to think about what you can do to draw your passive multiple streams of income to you today, darling dear, and then put your back into it. Don't be the richest cat in the cemetery, darling dear. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. And yes, I have got my cat ears on. So there. Namaste, big cat. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Hasta la vista. Because you know I'll be back.